One of the things that I would recommend you watch out for if you are working on builds for Rift outside of the game, so using like online tools like Megalo or Rift Head, uh, a lot of times the talent calculators are completely wrong, either outdated or just wrong. So I was even looking at it today because suddenly it was showing that on Megalo the passives for Paragon were 2%. I was like, what? 2%, not 1% for passive point put in? And it was completely wrong. I like spent all this time looking at the build online, like what I could come up with then, and then I got online, I was like, passive points still 1%, that didn't change. So do watch out for that. They do tend to be outdated or wrong. Always do your theory crafting in-game when possible.
First blood.
Or you'll blow 2 hours looking at coming up with a new build like I did, and then get in game and be all like, oh, that's not how it works at all. I was really, when it showed that Paragon and Champion were 2%, I was like, oh wow, you know, I could come up with all kinds of new builds that would be fun that way. I was thinking something might finally be replacing my Warlord here. Oh, Churchill, you are a Warden. You are going to die. No, not Warden. Warden or Shaman? I couldn't tell, sorry. Had buffs of both, and it was hard to figure out which ones were from him and which ones were from, like, a Warden that had maybe cast stuff on him. Alright, so we've got this. Let's pull this tank away there. Oh, it's a Justicar. A Justicar Shaman.
Killing spree.
Justicars are not viable in PvP. Not anymore.
Savior. Killing
They used to be one of the funnest specs to play. My main was originally a priest, cleric in Rift here. I still play her every now and again. Defiler was fun to play for a bit, but she's a bit far behind in gear now, so I play her less than I used to. Yeah, so if you have any cleric questions, though, I can help out with that. He is on that. I'm gonna see if I can cap this under his nose. Almost, almost, almost. Yes. Sorry, buddy.
Killing spree.
Oh, nice. So you have been playing cleric then, happy? What have you been rolling with? Defiler, Sentinel? Yeah, the macros definitely help for Rift, whether you're playing a warrior or a cleric or anything. Which is one of the things that I'm actually not liking about testing out Arcage, the beta there. So with Arcage... Oh, that's a lot of respawn. Pop back around this corner.
Killing spree.
Tank is back. Oh man, now all their respawns are coming. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh no, oh no. Go, 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 let's go.
Killing spree.
Nice. Nice.
Save. Rampage.
Oh, keep them off that flag. Nice.
Killing
Just in
spree.
time. Just in time. Be careful. Make sure, take a lot of damage here. Thunder's here. I'll let that killing field go off. I don't touch the Surge. That's alright. Sentinel build. Yeah, so Sentinel is very powerful in PvP. It's very strong, lots of healing. It is probably the #1 single target healing soul. For PvP, I've tended to stay away from it. The cast time spells tended to always get interrupted for me, as well as be an advertisement to the entire rest of the PvP team that says, hey look, I'm casting Crucial Invocation, this massive healing spell. Come focus fire me. Versus if you choose things like Defiler or Warden, which are instant cast, it often takes them, one, a little bit longer to figure out that you're the healer because they don't have that cast bar advertising that you're casting healing spells, as well as it makes you a lot more mobile in PvP. And you can't interrupt. You can't be interrupted when casting instant cast spells. However, with Warden, even though that's what I usually run when I'm still healing with my healer, it's got really great. Warden is the best AE healing in the game. Well, Cleric, I should say. Chloros can really pump out AE, and now Rogues are actually probably the best at it. But so the Wardens are fragile. Because their strength is on AE healing, they're not nearly as good for single target, which means they can't keep themselves alive, so they're very fragile. Defiler is really nice. It is the instant cast, single target, and it has the 61 talent point God mode, which essentially makes you impossible to kill for 15 seconds, or somebody else that you put it on. Ooh, looks like there's fun to be had around here. Ah, that tank. Lol, that tank. Plunder and I attack the healer from opposite ends there, charging straight into it.
It's killing the
Oblivion.
spree.
It's gonna recast, that's fine. Surge up.
Juggernaut.
Get that out. Get pulled away from my awesome killing field damage.
Rampage.
Plunder's on a rampage. I'm gonna say he totally stole that kill from me. Yeah. I like made a reminder to myself to do that. I was like, okay, 4 minutes left on Bloodthirsty. Make sure you redo that. I totally didn't. This corner, charge back out of there. Looks like warriors back here harassing our healers. Help with that.
Juggernaut.
Alright. The tank's still alive. I'm not gonna beat on the tank. That tank isn't that important. Ah, the healer's up. Pull that. Oh, Tombed. Break free. Healer's up. Again. I feel kind of bad for this healer. So yeah, I mean, if you're a healer, that's another sort of sad thing about PvP. You will get focus fired. That's another one of the reasons why I stopped playing Ascend. I was just tired of getting focus fired all the time. Because as a healer, you can't kill them. So the only thing you can do is heal through it and try and take it. And that's not that fun. Healing's underappreciated, so I wanted to do damage. Oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna get out of there. Whee. Healing Flare, yeah, so Healing Flare comes as the instant cast heal from Purifier. Healing Breath is Sentinel. Oh dear. Game's not quite over yet. I'm standing there guarding that node and the entire enemy team comes around the corner. looks like mine's here too though, so that'll work out. Let's see if we can pull this healer. Here we go. Pull the healer. My team get on it. My team should get on it. Anybody on my team wanna help me out on this one? So Healing Flare, though it's a instant cast, it doesn't do that much healing compared to, let's say, the Defiler instant casts or the Warden heal over times. I would say stronger overall than the instant cast Healing Flare that comes from Purifier. Really nice damage there. Yeah, our team was really kicking butt. But I do also, so that said, Healing Flare is definitely a good backup spell. So in my macros, I always place Healing Flare as like at the bottom. That way if I am on the move and all of my other cooldown instant cast heals have been used, then it'll automatically use Healing Flare there. So even though it is inferior healing, some healing is better than no healing. So that's where I work that into my macros. And the shield is nice too from Purifier, the 0-point shield. Again, is sort of a nice to top things off. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do with Purifier. A lot of people throw the few extra points into Purifier, 0-point Purifier for the shield, or 4-point Purifier for Healing Flare.